Pickleball? Oh. She says it looks great. That's good. What does it mean?
Força.
Força.
Strength.
Strength.
Os homens é muito teimoso.
She's saying that's typical stubborn men.
A couple of hours later, we're on our way again, thanks to the stubborn men and their machetes.
How far will you go to fight for your land?
Até morrer.
Until death.
Until we part to another life.
We've been travelling past fields like this for hours. I think we should get out and have a look. So this used to be rainforest, and now it's a soybean farm. And in the back, you can see the Amazon rainforest, and this is it. This is the whole problem. This is where the farming industry is bumping up against nature, and the fear is it'll consume nature altogether. Do you think you're an exceptional father in that you're a Muslim father?
Yeah.
Your son has come out and said he's gay.
It doesn't matter if he's gay or not. You know, I always want to be an exceptional dad. We go on about saving people's lives, so I'm sure you could save somebody's life by saying, okay, you're Muslim and you're gay. Don't worry about it.
If you're a model wearing a hijab and you're on Instagram and you're having thousands of people following you, aren't you doing the opposite of what the hijab's supposed to be about?
The mainstream media, the Western media, isn't representing Muslims on TV, in fashion, anywhere.
Have you ever had anyone assuming that you're not Asian? Do you know what I mean? You know, you get people that say, you don't look Asian.
I mean, it's supposed to be a compliment, but you're like, is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Are you Asian? I'll be like, yeah, I am. Yeah, I guess.
Joe Biden's brain is gone, so he's not going to be doing anything. That's why he hides in the closet. Because
Joe Biden's out rallying at the moment. He's out at events.
Yeah, he's done like 4 rallies. Donald Trump is going to do 13 within the next couple of days.
That doesn't really mean anything. You want someone who can lead the country.
It means that he wants to be with the people.
The main event himself, Donald Trump, is recovering from coronavirus. But when you stop and ask people how they feel about that, they say that they're not concerned about it. They're full of admiration for the fact that he's coming here, that this is the first state that he will be doing his rally in since he got the virus, and that they feel it makes him look presidential. The battle to replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg has already started. But for now, hundreds of people have gathered here tonight to pay their respects to a feminist icon, a cultural heroine, known simply to many by her initials, RBG.
That report from our North America correspondent Nomia Iqbal, who is at the Supreme Court. As you mentioned there, Ruth Bader Ginsburg's death comes at a very politically sensitive time in the US political cycle.
That's right, and outside here at the Supreme Court, the flags have been lowered in honour of Justice Ginsburg, and lots of people still continuing to arrive and wanting to pay their respects to her. But that grieving is being overshadowed by a political firestorm. The Supreme Court is very important. It affects the way American people live their lives, and Justice Ginsburg was one of the most liberal judges on the bench.
We'll be reporting from Washington, from Pennsylvania and Florida. Nomia Iqbal is in Miami for us. So what's the mood you're getting there, Nomia?
Excitement on both sides. More than 9 million people have already voted here in Florida, George, and there's many more yet to go. The First Lady Melania Trump has already voted this morning, and the last polling station closes in around about 7 hours' time. But the state laws here in Florida means that the ballots are already being counted. So as you say, we will get an early sense this evening of how this presidential race is shaping up. Donald Trump has a mansion here. He votes here, and unless he wants to retire here in January, he needs those 29 electoral college votes that Florida has to offer. It's a lot simpler for Joe Biden. If he wins Florida tonight, it's more or less guaranteed that he will get the keys to the White House. There's an argument to say that it's not that he's been leading in Pennsylvania, a crucial swing state which has decided the election now, that perhaps he was always ahead. And certainly that's how lots of supporters feel here, as you can see and hear. And they've been chanting, lock him up, lock him up. If you were in any doubt, if Philadelphia is a Democratic stronghold, this is evidence that it really is. Joe Biden's fate lies in your hands. If you lose, is Mr. Biden's presidency weakened before it's even begun?
We're going to win on Tuesday.
The American papers this morning are very clear about who they blame for what happened. Just to show you this headline from the Washington Post here, Trump mob storms Capitol.
Theatre. What's the achievement here?
I think the Democrats will argue that they had to do this. If you think back to Jamie Raskin, the congressman who is the lead impeachment manager, he said if this isn't impeachable, what is? You know, the charge that Donald Trump was facing was about as serious as you can get for a president. If Kamala Harris had been born more than 100 years ago, she would not have been able to vote. And as a black woman, she would have had no rights. But now she's set to become the most powerful and influential woman in American political history. Nomia Iqbal, BBC News, Washington.